Now to a developing story we're following on the Crime Watch. St. Martinville police are looking for clues in the murder of a teenage girl who was last seen by her family more than a week ago.
As News 15's Scott Brazda explains, the girl's body was found only feet away from her home.
The town, the community of St. Martinville rocked to its very core Monday when around lunchtime, a body discovered in this field, a body of a once missing 16-year-old girl.
We found her in a field off of Maury Street, which is near her house. She was found not far from her house, maybe 200 yards from her house.
It's a murder that has St. Martinville police chief and his team trying to fill in a number of holes. Iris Davis was reported missing July 17th, only to find out from family she'd been missing since the 13th.
So we were already looking into why it took 5 days for them to file a complaint, right?
And then Monday, July 21st, when authorities went to that home on Maury Street to investigate a disturbance, Iris Davis's brother suddenly tells the police he's found her body.
When the police officers get there, they talk to the brother, and the brother tells them that he found his sister, and goes and brings them and shows them where the body's at.
Iris Davis's body was found in this field, a block away from her home. It was a scene tough to take in.
She was clothed, and her body was in pretty bad shape. She's been out there for a while, Scott. She's been out there for a while.
Suspects? The action on social media and through station phone calls has been fast and furious.
She was a good kid, man. She was a real outgoing person, and I mean, I've spoke to her a few times at the senior high school.
It is a field in St. Martinville that right now just reaps with sadness, reaps with sorrow. You can help. Chief Ricky Martin is asking for any tip, any information. Who knows? Your info might be the final piece to solving the murder of Iris Davis. In St. Martinville with videographer Alex Folks, Scott Brazda, News 15.
Now to the latest developments as investigators work to figure out what caused a weekend house fire here in Lafayette. That fire happened at a house in the 100 block of South Myers. Now, no one was hurt. There's moderate smoke and water damage inside. Now, while the firefighters helped those homeowners there here in Lafayette, a quick-thinking Slimco lineman is being credited with going into action to save a Church Point family's home. That story in tonight's Heart of Acadiana.
After seeing the extent of it, I couldn't just sit there and let it burn. I had to do something.
So Matt Reed, the Slemco employee, sees the flames coming out of the top of the house. He comes down and he goes, "Hey, Mr. Oakley, do you have a ladder?" He grabs a ladder over here, and then he runs all the way over here with that ladder. And once that ladder was set up, that's when Matt Reed's heroism zoomed up to the nth degree. July 17, 2025, and roughly 40 minutes before Matthew Reed's run with the ladder, Ronald and Mary Oakley were inside, watching television.
And we heard a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, and we heard two real close bangs and flashes, and it was a third one that actually struck the house.
Right after that, a passing Good Samaritan then alerted them to the fact that their house was on fire.
And the lady drove up and she says, "Your house is on fire." I said, "You crapping me?"
But then came the home saver himself, Slemco lineman Matt Reed, husband and father of two, who was on his way to his own house.
What made you decide to stop?
I mean, you got to make sure somebody's out the house.
Once Matt learned the Oakleys were okay, he immediately went to work.
Found an extension ladder on the side of the shop, set it up. They had a water hose conveniently located right there, and I just grabbed it and got on the roof.
For nearly 10 minutes, Matt moved carefully along the roof, fought the fire with a water hose, and with no regard to his own safety.
Did you even think?
No, it's just a reaction.
Local fire departments finished off the job, and the house, albeit with some damage, was saved.
But it's all really because of Matt Reed. If Matt wouldn't have done what he did, the fire chief said within 5 to 10 minutes, the whole attic would have been engulfed and we'd have lost the entire house.
So when I tell you, Matt, that I consider you a hero, what's your response?
I wouldn't say I'm a hero. Everyone's hero should be themselves 5 years later down the road. That way you're always striving to be better.
In Church Point with videographer Dave Pierce, Scott Brazda, News 15.